Hey guys, so, let's see here. Bit of a lazy day today. I didn't even want to go upstairs and get different clothes on. Thankfully, I didn't stink these up, but I wore these yesterday. Was it yesterday? Maybe. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, and I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna wear the same sweater and the same jacket, the same pants. They weren't all stinky or anything, so that's good. So anyhow, lazy day in clothing attire, but not lazy day in activity. I went to a city about 45 minutes away from here or so. Did a meet and greet with a guy that I used to send construction referrals, and he would send them my way. So I did a meet and greet with him, and then I've got to follow up with him to show him the plan. And then I made a great contact at the mall. There was a cell phone guy, cell phone manager, and 24 or 29, I'm trying to think, but really cool guy, Filipino guy, very open-minded when it comes to looking at business. He goes, you know, you got to keep an open mind because you never know what type of opportunity you could miss if you're closed-minded. That's pretty smart. Pretty smart. One of the biggest billionaires, actually, I think it is the biggest billionaire in this province. I'm in Canada, so I'm above the Washington State, Seattle area. I'm right above there in Canada. And the biggest billionaire, I think, out here is a guy named Jimmy Pattison, and he owns pretty much all the grocery stores out here, car dealerships, and he has 400 plus businesses on paper. So he owns 400 different businesses. So he's got money coming in like crazy. Now his goose that laid the golden egg is his grocery stores, because a lot like Amway, for consumable products, if the economy's great, people spend money at the grocery store and at Amway. If the economy's bad, people spend money on the consumable products that they need. So it doesn't matter. The economy doesn't alter anything like that. So anyhow, sharp guy there. Met a real estate agent. I didn't ask him if he was open to looking at side business projects, but I did get his card, and I can easily call him and say, hey, you know what, it was cool. It was great meeting you. You seemed really sharp. You know, I know you've only been a real estate agent for a year, but are you keeping your options open? And just throw that fishing line out there. I was talking to one of my uplines that's like a platinum down in the States, and we were talking about fishing. You know, this business is just fishing. It's, you just throw a line out there and see if there's somebody that you can help, you know, and that's just the way it is. I'm a fisher of men and women, and trying to fish them out of their circumstances of mediocrity, you know, home to work. Most people are in debt. If I can fish them out of there and transplant them and put them in an environment of a pond, more so an ocean, where they're more free, more freedom, and just bigger opportunities to leave a legacy for their family. I think a lot of people are living specifically only just to get by, pay their bills, you know, but they're not leaving an inheritance for their children, and they're not even leaving an inheritance for their children's children. And so that's my mentality of leaving an inheritance for my children's children. So made another contact tonight at the pool hall. There was a big tournament on there, so I made a contact there, and let's see here. Made a contact there. Let's see. Earlier today, I did ask a lady. She's a manager. She had a foot problem, a leg problem. She's gonna quit her manager job, her retail manager job, and she is going to, her husband has a business enough to afford her to be able to come home, but she's got 4 kids, and it's like, you know, she's dealing with health issues right now, because she's got to have surgery on her leg and stuff. And so I just threw it out there and said, hey, you know what? Obviously you'd rather be at home than at work, during your time off. Because I asked her, I'm like, where do you see yourself doing, like, in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, when you bounce back from this physical situation? She's like, I have no idea. I'm totally don't know. So she's at a crossroads. And so I threw it out there and said, hey, if there's a way you could work from home and make a significant income and not have to go back to work, is that something you'd check out? And she's like, well, kinda, maybe. But she's had so much stuff going on with the physical thing. She's not really hardcore looking. So, but anyhow, I threw it out there. So I'm going to count her as a no, even though I got her contact information and stuff like that. Then I contacted, I can't show the card actually. I contacted someone that you can almost see that through there, but whatever. I contacted somebody I was at the pool hall one night, and this director of finance for a big car company named Kate, she's like, I know you from somewhere. I'm like, oh, I don't know, where do we know each other from? And I think she had a couple of these, but anyhow, I'm like, well, give me your card and we'll figure it out. I'll give you a call and we'll figure it out. So this is like 2-3 weeks later. I give her a call today. I'm like, hey, are you working today? She's like, yep. So Saturday, she has to work on a Saturday, right? Because Saturdays is a big day for car sales. And so anyhow, a lot of people buy cars on Saturdays. I bought a car. I sold cars when I was like 22 years old for about 6 months. Last car I sold was a Concord LXI. It's a big old car, like an old person car. It's a $71,000 car 20 years ago. A lot of money years ago. Probably like $100,000 car today. But anyhow, sold that to them, the senior couple. My last car. I'll never forget that, I don't think. But yeah, so Sharp girl. Sharp, she's a bombshell too. She's knockout. In looks, she's a knockout. And so she definitely could use her people skills and her personality and her confidence that she has to build a huge business in Amway with me. So I'll have to contact her. I just said, hey, I was just connecting with you. I'll send you a text. And so I sent her a text and said I would connect with her tomorrow and set up a time for coffee or maybe go play pool. So yeah, I'm going to have to look at my phone and actually see how many people I actually talked to today. But I know for sure the cell phone guy, and he's the only one so the other lady. So those, I definitely asked 2 people if they're open to looking at side business projects. There might be more, but I know for sure 2. And then I did a meet and greet, and then I got a couple, 3 names or so. I'll figure it out when I get inside the house. So anyhow, I'll send another quick, I'll go on the board and chalk off what I did today and send another message. Alrighty, so I'll sign off. This is part 1. I'll sign off on the next one. Okay.